Hello learners, today we want to talk about the fire safety, and before we talk about the fire safety we want to talk about fire, whereby fire is a reaction where fuel combine with oxygen to produce heat. For a fire to ignite and continue burning, all elements, that is oxygen, fuel and heat, must be present as it is on the fire triangle. We are talking about the fire safety, which is a practice that is aimed to reduce the destruction caused by fire. For us to achieve this, we need to know the methods of firefighting, which as discussed below. Number 1, cooling. Cooling is reducing the temperature of the burning material to stop the burning process, and it is done by use of water. Water is applied directly to the flame or the burning material to absorb heat and lower the temperature. The water-based fire extinguishers are used to cool fires involving solid combustible materials like wood and paper. The second method is smothering. Smothering is the removing of oxygen from fire and is done by covering the fire with a material that prevents air from reaching it, which makes the oxygen to be absent, therefore fire cannot burn. It is done by either use of fire blankets, whereby the fire is covered by a blanket which put out flames on people. It is also done by foam extinguishers, which creates a barrier between the fire and the air. And lastly, it is done by sand or soil that can be thrown on small outdoor fires to smother them. Number 3 is starving. Starving involves removing the fuel source from the fire, and it is done by shutting off the fuel supply or removing nearby combustible materials. In this event, gas fire is important to turn off the gas supply to starve the fire of its fuel. You also remove the flammable and combustible material from around the fire to prevent it spreading. Number 4 is interrupting or chemical inhibition. Interrupting the chemical reaction involves stopping the chemical reaction that sustains the fire. This method is used by applying chemicals that interfere with the combustion process. Dry chemical extinguishers contain bottles that disrupt the chemical reaction in flames. Each firefighting method is suitable for the different types of fire and situation. Cooling is effective for solid combustible materials, while smothering is useful for small fires and those involving liquids. Starving is used to control large fires by removing fuel sources, while interrupting is applied to fire involving electricity and flame materials.